settled in. So obviously you're in a new London is very, very. So is London? I'm assuming London is very different than Atlanta.
It is, but it ain't though.
Really?
To me, because it's like it look different,
Okay.
but it's the same shit.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's like when I came over here, like I had family too.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So you just around family.
Oh, so your mom, so you had relatives in Atlanta.
Like my mama friends, they moved with us. So
Okay.
all the people that I grew up with,
Oh,
we
okay.
all moved.
Okay.
Type shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you were just like moving to by yourself, like just you and your mom.
Nah.
You had a large contingent with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so did that make the transition a lot easier?
I ain't know about no transition. I'm just a child. I'm
Right.
just with my mama. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So,
Right. So how soon did you get acclimated and how soon did you make friends once you got to Atlanta?
This is a metabolism killer, this is a metabolism killer, and this is a metabolism killer. If you're over 40 and are running on the treadmill endlessly and eating salads all day just to lose a few pounds, just stop and listen to what I'm about to tell you. In your 20s, it's easy, right? Put on muscle easily, we're fit, we got tons of stamina, tons of time sometimes. But as you get older, you may not be able to lose weight as quickly or as easily, you may not be able to put muscle on so easily. And you may think or may have been told that there's nothing you can do about it. Well, that isn't true. This is how to get in shape fast. Dr. Drew here. When it comes to cardio, it's true that it burns calories, mainly in the form of carbohydrates free in the blood. But here's the deal. After you work up a sweat, your body tends to replace those calories with your next meal. Steady state cardio can actually release cortisol. Cortisol, of course, is your body's stress hormone, and it's not what you're looking for. It could lead to further muscle breakdown. If you don't like doing steady state cardio, don't do it. Number one, it's not a great way to lose weight. And number two, you're going to hate it. If you hate it and it's not working, you will eventually give up. Dr. Drew and my wife Susan here, we want to show you something. You've probably seen this guy all over your feed claiming that cutting carbs isn't necessary for weight loss. Now, I know it sounds too good to be true, but let me tell you, there's more to this than meets the eye.
The science of weight loss was cracked a long time ago. It's not a trend, it's facts. Following all those like trendy fad diets, all those trending workouts that you see online is literally a waste of time. There's already
like it was this boy named Skinny.
Mm-hmm.
He had got killed though, like a couple years ago.
Wow.
But that was like the first person I met that like ended up being like my best friend.
Okay.
Like growing up, they used to stay like, we stayed in the upstairs apartment. He stayed directly under us.
Okay.
And his mama, like, we was bad as hell. It was 6 of us. Well, back then it was like 4 of us.
Okay.
So we used to be jumping up and down, running around. And he was the youngest, but his siblings was like way older than him.
Okay.
And like, so they house was quiet. They got plastic on their couch, all that. So like when we used to make noise, his mama would grab a broom and hit the roof like that. So we ended up getting cool hunt. His mama and my mama ended up being real cool.
Okay.
And I used to like stay at his house. He used to stay at my house. Like I still talk to his mama all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your family, your background, I think of your mom was from the Dominicana, your father was from
Dominica.
Dominica.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not Dominican.
Dominica. Yeah. And so how much of the tradition from when you came from London did you guys bring with you? So did you matriculate into East Atlanta rather seamlessly?
Like,
Because you say you got you got 6, like four boys and
no, it's 3 boys and 3 girls.
3 girls, 3 boys, okay,
Yeah.
and your mom.
Yeah. And then my little sister, them daddy, he Jamaican.
Okay.
What you mean, like food wise?
Yeah, as far as yeah.
My mama cooked.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So how soon did you start eating some of, because they got the bobtail, they got the smothered pork chops, smothered chicken. How soon when you started eating that opposed to what you were accustomed to eating?
I think like that came with like making friends. More,
Okay.
you know? Like when I used to go spend the night at my friend's house, like growing up, I wasn't allowed to eat pork.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like other stuff, like when I go to my friend's house, and like when I was younger, I eat what. But I didn't start really like just picking what I want to eat.
Right. So when you get back home, you like, Mom, my friends, they cook this, their mom cooked this. You think you might be able to cook that? Did you tell your mom that?
Nah, hell no. I ain't telling my mama no shit like that. Hell
She wasn't trying to hear that, huh?
no. I know she wasn't trying to hear.
Right.
I ain't even finna try it.
Right. Did your mom share with you that you guys were leaving London, coming to the U.S., or did you guys just up and leave? Did you know you were leaving?
I don't really remember. Like,
Okay.
I just remember it's like so long ago.
Right.
So I be trying to really think about the story, but I'm sure my mama told me that. But I just don't remember like.
So do you remember? You just remember getting on a plane, didn't have no idea where you were going. You just know you were leaving London.
Yeah. Because I think at first it wasn't a state thing.
Oh, okay. She was just coming to visit.
Right.
Okay.
I think it was kind of fuck the story up neither. My mama know the story.
Right,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? I think it was like, let's see. We want to move here, but we finna go see it. We don't like it, we gonna go back.
Right.
Type shit.
Okay.
And then we just stayed.
Right. So clearly she liked it.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you like it? Or you was just going along with the flow? You really didn't have a choice in the matter because
Yeah.
you're 5 or 6 years of age. So if you didn't like it, you were stuck anyway.
You gonna just adapt. I liked it though.
Okay.
I liked it. Like, it's hot. It ain't cold all the time. I remember like playing outside, like doing the same shit that I used to do. Like when I used to go like to my grandma's house on my daddy's side. So, like, it was the same shit.
Right. So what was it like? I mean, because all of a sudden they got this new family comes in, and I'm pretty sure you probably had an accent.
Yeah.
So okay. So now you're on the east side of Atlanta.
Yeah.
You got an accent. How receptive were the kids to you?
They used to teach. I got in a fight in the first day.
From the jump?
Yeah, they was used to tease me.
Okay.
Like, I went to Dunnell Elementary. That was the first elementary school I went to.
Okay.
So I get on the bus or whatever, they start talking to me. So they making fun of me on the way to school.
Okay.
So we get on the bus to go home, they making fun of me on the way home.
Okay.
So we get off the bus, like one of the older dudes, like his little brother was the main one. So the older brother was like, said something like, basically like, shit, fight him. So we get off the bus, beat him up. So all the girls, they run to tell my mom.
Your sisters?
No,
Or kids in the neighborhood? Okay.
So they run, they tell my mom. Cause they started, I really was kicking a lot. They started calling me Taekwondo kid. It's a true story on my mom.
Okay.
So they run and tell my mom. So I'm trying to drag my feet to get home now. So I walked to the door, she grabbed me by my ear, put me in the house because the girls were still there.
Right.
Telling her the story when I got there. So I just remember her grabbing me by my ear and then like throwing me in the house like type shit. And then that was it. I ain't get on punishment.
You ain't get no punishment? She didn't ask you what started it? So
not from my memory.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
She probably did.
Right.
But what I can remember, I just remember. You only remember parts you remember. Like,
Right.
I just remember the ear like.
So what do you think was the biggest, obviously you're very young, so you haven't experienced a whole lot. It's not like you're coming here, you're 13 or 14, so you haven't had a whole lot of, you're 5 or 6 years of age, I think you're 7 at this time.
Yeah.
So is there a big culture shock? Do you notice anything different about being in London as opposed to being in East Atlanta?
The most shit that I used to like, what I remember changing was the size of everything.
Okay.
Like, I remember, like, in London, like, our bathrooms would be, like, this big right here.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Then I remember, like, we was in the hood on the east side, too.
Right.
But it was just, like, a size different. Like at my grandma's house in London, I could touch both sides of her house like this.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? But over here, it's, like, more space.
Right.
I remember that. And I remember getting in a car to go everywhere.
Right.
In London, we used to take the bus and the train like everywhere. I remember like we always was in the car when we got here.
So you had an accent, I'm assuming. So where did you fall in the ranking as far as your siblings?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming man. So if you're 7, that means, and you got 3 brothers and 3 sisters. That means, man, you got some babies. You got
Yeah,
some.
they was 3. Like, cause it's a 3-year age gap between me and my little sister.
Okay.
So if I was 7, she was probably like 3 turning 4.
Right.
And then my little brother was still a baby.
Right.
And then the other 3 was born in America.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, did you still feel a sense of responsibility because you are the oldest? I mean, even though you're a child, you're the oldest male, and so do you feel some type of responsibility that you needed to, like, okay, I need to be the man of the house, even though I'm only 7 years old at the time?
I think so, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I was naturally like a protector type shit, yeah, for sure.
You don't need to stress about your WooCommerce site. WP Engine caches 90% more of your store's content for shoppers, giving them an experience up to twice as fast.
So what did your mom think about that? So the type of relationship, because like you said, you're the oldest, your mom is in a new place, and granted, there are a community that came with you, but you the protector because you like, okay, I gotta look after my mom, I gotta look after my brother, my sister. Did your mom tell you anything about that, or you just instinctively took that on?
I think it was just like instinct for the most part. I feel like it's just in my personality too, like just like take care of everything like that. And just naturally like I developed that because the whole life, like since I was old enough to like get out and do what I need to do, I took care of my mom and my sister.
Do you feel that? So when you were in London, do you remember much about your dad being around?
Yeah, I remember my daddy used to come get me like every weekend. I used to be over there. Cause that's like where my cousins was at.
Right.
On my mama's side, I only got like 3-4 cousins. But on my daddy's side, it's like 30 of them.
Right.
So that's like my oldest cousin, Teran, he in a wheelchair.
Okay.
I remember like following behind him a lot.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying? So that's my daddy's side.
Right. So in other words, you really love spending time with your dad's side of the family because that's where all the cousins live. That's where you got an opportunity to run and play and just have a good time.
It was just deep. But my mama's side too, cause like my cousins on my mama's side was bad as hell too.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? But it just wasn't a lot of us.
Right.
Like it was just me, Kyle, and Jerome.
Right.
We was the only boys on my mama's side. daddy's side. More, but
Well, if it's only
shit, it's just different sides.
Well, see, if it's only 3 of y'all, the trouble is only going 3 places.
yeah,
So it's you, or you. When your dad's side is about 30 of y'all, so you can blame a whole bunch of people.
Oh, God.
So growing up in the east side on that side of town, rappers Gucci Mane, Future, OJ the Juice Man, Rich Homie Quan, Childish Gambino. Did you know any of those guys when you were growing up? You had no idea about these.
I seen Gucci before.
Okay.
I seen Gucci before for sure. I seen him at Church and Chicken.
Right.
No, Miss Winters. I seen him at
Miss Winters, okay. The east side, that's zone 6. There's a lot going on. East side of Atlanta. There's drugs, killings. So what did your mom try and shield you? Like, son, you can't be out this time of night. So what did she tell you about the area that you guys were gonna call home?
I wish I would have known about the farmer's dog a lot sooner.
Are you serious?
We're onto something here. We found something.
I just knew in that moment, like, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
And I found you guys. And then she's been stoked on dinner time and breakfast time ever since.
You like the farmer's dog?
I wouldn't hesitate, and honestly, I wish I had found it sooner than I did.
If you're thinking about it, you should do it.
All I could think of is, why didn't I see this sooner? We're thankful.
Nothing like a little confidence boost to help ease you back. It also includes having a smile and feel good about it. Fortunately, Aspen Dental is now offering $500 off dental implants, helping our patients get the best
I don't remember like her just like the only time it was a problem is if I got in trouble in school.
Right.
But other than that, like I wasn't like one of them when the street light come on kids. My mama used to let me figure it out, cause in London it's the same shit. It's damn near worse.
Right.
Cause it's like concrete everywhere. You see what I'm saying? It's alleys. It's the inner city. So in London, I used to be outside. From what that was when we went back. Though.
Right.
Like before then, I don't know. But, nah, she just used to let me like
Let you figure it out.
Then I used to be with Skinny.
Okay.
So his real name Aaron. I used to be with him and he was older than me, so he was like my big brother. When I was with him, she would give me a little more food. Watching over you. Yeah.
Did you always gravitate towards the older guys?
Yeah, I always knew like people older than me for sure.
Because you felt you was more mature than young guys your age.
Yeah, for sure. Cause I was older, I had to be. I'm the oldest.
Right.
So you naturally like a little more mature than you have to be. Because if you're not, you're gonna get in trouble.
Right. So how was the struggle when your mom moving here, obviously in a different country, obviously times were difficult for you guys. Did you realize how difficult times were for your mom and your family?
Yeah. Like I remember when we first moved. You be smoking cigars in here.
You go, hey, take off. Just your joint. Let's go.
But I remember like when we first moved over here, like before we moved to the neighborhood, like I went to elementary school. We moved to my mama and her nigga, her
Okay.
they used to sleep on the bottom bunk. All us used to sleep on the top. They shared an apartment with one of their friends. So it was a 2-bedroom.
Okay.
We done got evicted before. I remember coming home and our stuff was outside in front of the house.
Right.
Like growing up, like I ain't never had my own bedroom till I was probably like 15 years old. We all shut in. Like, I was from like 8th grade to man had a room. Me and all my siblings had one room, just a 2-bedroom apartment. And like, I don't know what happened. They got a little motion, and we moved in the same apartment. We used to call it across the bridge. We had to be there.
Okay.
The boys had their own, the girls had their own. My other big brother,
Right.
they stayed under us. Their mama used to do the same thing.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Get the broom and bang the roof. Oh, God.
Right.
Yeah. But for sure, it was a struggle because, like, my mama couldn't get no job or no driver's license. She couldn't get food stamps. She couldn't do none of that. So, you know, it's
Right. So she's basically working any job that she can get. Maybe, maybe cleaning floors, maybe in the kitchen or doing things of that nature, trying to make ends meet to put food on the table and a roof over the head.
The one job I remember her having, I don't think she never did like no cleaning. One job I remember having was like a daycare. And they used to, I remember hearing the conversation in the nose. Because I ain't even fucking know as a child. All them used to work at. You know what I'm saying? All the families that I know, they used to work at too. Like, they used to table like that I remember.
When you came home from school one day and you saw your family belongings outside, how did that make you feel? Did the kids make fun of you? Did you realize what was going on when you saw all of your belongings on the outside?
Yeah, because I didn't seen it happen before. And I remember, like, we used to steal from people. I didn't see other people doing that stuff outside. And, like, all the kids, the badass kids, will be in the neighborhood walking around, see some shit, start going through that. So I just remember instantly thinking, like, touch my shit. That's, like, the first thought. And I remember standing there. But I remember, like, I didn't really care about it that much because they put our shit out there. We instantly moved to a bigger apartment. So it kind of was like, it wasn't like we just, our shit was just out there and we just trying to figure it out.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying? Like, I remember us moving to a bigger apartment, like, instantly.
Okay.
Type shit.
So what was a typical meal in the household?
We had food. Not like steak and shit, though.
Ramen, hot dogs?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Like, we had the regular, but not like, I don't remember no time like where it just wasn't nothing to eat in the house.
Right.
It's gonna be some bread.
Right.
We used to make like condensed milk sandwiches. Like, them was like our struggle meal.
Right.
Like, you get the bread and the condensed milk, toaster type shit, and put it together. That shit be good as fuck. Yeah.
You eat one of them now?
Oh, God. But, like, hot dogs and noodles. My mom used to make noodle stir fry.
Right.
With ramen noodles.
Right.
Curry chicken, jerk chicken, all that type of shit.
Did you being the oldest, did you learn how to cook? Could you cook? Because I'm assuming, like, a lot of times your mom probably was working and you had to take care of your brothers and sisters, so it was left up to you to probably cook the ramen or warm the food up so they could eat when you got home from school.
Not cook, though. The most my mom would make me do is, like, take the meat out. I used to get my ass whooped if I had to get the meat out.
Right.
Because she don't play about the lemon. Like, don't just sit it in the water. Put lemon juice in the water when you sit it in the water. So sometimes I take the meat out and just sit it in the water without no lemon. Right. Get in trouble.
Okay.
But she ain't never just make me cook. But we used to make our own little food that we wanted. Like, if my little brother was hungry and they wanted like a pack of noodles.
Okay. Right. Obviously, we talked a lot about your mom. What's the relationship like with your dad?
Me and my dad is like a real he got his side of how he look at it. I got mine. I kind of understand, like, okay, if your child moves to another country, it's kind of hard type shit. But child point of view, all I can do is go out the emotion that I felt as a child. I can't tell you how I would feel about it as an adult, because the hurt comes from when I was a child. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like me whooping you as a child and then expecting you to receive the pain as an adult. Like, hell no, I know how it felt when it happened.
Right.
I know I felt abandoned. That's how I felt. I felt like I used to see like other kids in the neighborhood. Well, not in the neighborhood, but remember the family that I told you that moved? Yeah. I had a friend, well, he like my cousin, basically. My cousin. His mom was his daddy used to come visit him all the time, buy him shit. So I used to be kind of jealous of what he had on.
Right.
So that's what my dad was like my little brother, he died. My little brother got killed. On my dad's side. They was best friends. You know what I'm saying? I got twin little sisters and I got another little brother. They all love my daddy. With me, I feel like
the relationship that they have with him is not the relationship you have with him.
Facts. Right.
Because you said the family that moved with you, you saw his mom, even though she was in a foreign country and she ended up having another man, his dad still came over and received him and buy him things. Did you explain that to your father? Saying, look, Rakim, Dad, his mom is with someone else, and he found it time to come over here and see him and buy him things and spend time with him. Did you convey that to him?
Not as a child.
Not as a child.
Look, like, my little brother died 2 times because I was going my dad.
Savage. I mean, you didn't reach out? At any point in time before that 15 years was up, did you not reach out and try to have a conversation with him?
Because, like, when I turned 21, I got shot. I don't know where I was at, but it was like fresh. It was right after I got home. Okay. And I just died, like, from the incident. Man, I was more mad. So, my mama, my siblings, 4 of my siblings got the same daddy. I got my own daddy. The father of my 4 younger siblings, he came like a little later.
Okay.
And we all was together.
Okay.
So, I took it like, I was my dad. I gotta figure it out. So I remember
your biological father.
Yeah. I figured it out. Put me up. I'm like, $100, $200, and I'm gonna figure the rest out. Disrespect, like, cause he went and, like, he be taking shit like, he telling my story. This is my truth, this is what I remember. Right. Like, from what I remember, he wasn't really sending no money to my mama. My mama wasn't pressing me for money because she had a man. Right. You see what I'm saying? So I remember communicating that, and I remember, like, it not coming through. So now I gotta go extra harder in the lane that I'm in. Right. As a 16, 17. And for myself, I got to feed myself. I understand a friend. So I remember feeling let down by that. On top of all the other times that I was let down when I was young and I wanted shoes or phone or this and that, new video game, you feel what I'm saying? So at a certain point, I remember like I got older and I don't even care to talk. So that's how they build it, me not talking to me. You feel what I'm saying?
So in 2020, your brother gets at that point in time, think about putting everything else aside and try to reestablish a relationship with your mom? So at this point in time, you had already become what you become.
Yeah. In 2020, I'm 21.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But kind of like feel that, you know, like when I do anything, I'm pushing.
So you went back. Your parents come. You come over here, and you go back. So how long were you over here before you went back for? A month, 2 months, 3 months?
Universal Technical Institute can get you ready to pursue a career doing what you love. Auto technician employment is expected to exceed 743,000 by 2031. Learn more at uti.edu.
Back in December, I was in 6th grade, going into 7th grade, so however old you are. Because I know whatever it was right before the music started. In fact, maybe we was
You go over there with it. Did you remember anything about London? Because you had spent just as much time in America as you had London. Because remember, you're 5 or 6 when you left.
Yeah.
You stayed 5, 6, 7 years here, and you go back. Did it seem like home, or did it seem unfamiliar to you?
Like even when I just went back for the first time, I don't know how many years ago. But the last time I went was when I was 12. I just went last year when I was 18. Yeah. I still remember I still remember how to walk. So it's like I don't remember everything.
Once you get over there, did you learn to come back like, yeah, I like London, but the U.S. is my home? Yeah.
Not like this.
Right. So school, how were you in school? What type of student were you in school?
I was excellent. Okay. Like, I feel like we was just talking about this last night. We was playing the game, and they was like, they're supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And it was crazy because I won the spelling bee in 5th grade, spelling that same word. Wow. Math competition. I used to get all A's. So like when I found out, like really realized like no matter how good I was, that started to kick in.
So once you realize like, man, as smart as I am, math, run the math competition, spelling bee, I could advance so far. Now, so you go on there. So at school, how were the other kids towards you? Because you're smart. Normal kids, they pick on kids that are smart.
But I was a cool kid.
Oh, you was the cool smart kid. Yeah. Okay.
Because I used to do bad stuff too. I just had good grades. But I still used to skip, fight,
right?
Like do all the little mischievous things kids do in school. But I was just smart. I'm still smart.
Did you get bullied in school?
No, I ain't really get bullied. I had issues with people.
Right.
Not just like, you ain't finna just put my head in the toilet or take my lunch money.
So that's what it was. I mean, the older kids trying to take advantage of you. Yeah. And you like,
nobody never tried to do that.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not one of kid, I was never sliding.
Right. You ain't let nothing slide.
My mama ain't even finna go for that.
Right.
Like, I remember, like, we was riding in the neighborhood.
Right.
My mama ain't coming outside to fight with us.
What?
Where your mama at?
Mom put it down like that?
I remember one time, like, it was a lady, and my little sister used to be real cool with this lady daughter.
Right.
But I was just known as the bad kid.
Right.
Somebody playing, they came to fuck me all over my car. She had like a Lexus.
Oh, man.
Right. But it was like, okay. I'm straight to my door. Mama ain't home though. Banging on the door. Where your bad ass at? I know you did this shit. So she come to the door. So my auntie was down the street. I guess my little sister was playing and talking. My auntie come down. By this time, they done called me home. I remember my mama was smashing through the neighborhood in her minivan. I remember I had some scissors. I had to broke the scissors, so one side of the scissors right here. So my mama pull up swerve, she parked right in front of the lady there. So the lady out there, the lady standing like on the car, like with her back on the car. My mama jump out the truck, bitch. She done mushed the lady. What? Oh God. But the lady didn't want to fight. So my mama didn't really just mash the gas on her. Me and my little brother, you know, we deep. It's all of us, then we got friends. Right. And our friends down there like our family. Like, we like it. Right. We down there like, this our family. Right. So they all out there like ready, like, they was gonna beat her up. With her tongue, and on my mama, I really didn't do the shit. Right. It really wasn't even straight down in the car. That's how you know
your reputation precedes you. Because you used to get this stuff and they just automatically assume it's an issue went down, Savage did it.
Oh God.
So, you go to school, you end up getting kicked out of school. What made you feel What made you feel
like it was like some issues where a group of people from like another neighborhood and we didn't really get along with.
Right. Right, okay.
Like the people that I hang with, that's like, I feel like me, it's only a few. It was like 3 of us. And then like,
what do you accept? Right. And so, someone how did they find out that you had the piece on you in school?
When I got to school, it was a higher test.
School suspension.
Yeah. I ain't want to just have it on me out there. Bitch ass girl. Like, he ain't even really on me to fuck with me. He just happened to be there while I'm high and shit.
Oh, man.
I ain't even thinking about this shit at the time. I didn't put this shit up under the leaves, dishes and shit. So I guess they see us on the camera, but on the camera, they can't really tell who's doing what. They just see me and him like that.
Right.
I don't know how it happened. They found me. They ended up finding me. So they come get me out of ISS. It was the school office. Come get me out of ISS. They walked me into the assistant principal office. They know me, like all the, cause you know, like, and kids, this ain't from me, I'm not bragging about this, but when you bad as hell in school, you have a assigned counselor type shit. Normally your counselor is I didn't have to be counseled by all of them. Nigga who was there while I was hiding and shit, he right there in the office.
He done dimed you out.
I know what this is about. So they bring me in the office, they're like, yeah, what y'all? Nothing, I don't know. I won't do it. sit there, and I just, every time I used to get in trouble, I just get an attitude. I'm like, man, bro, stop talking. So I stopped talking. So they like, all right, come on. They bring me back to ISS. So I'm like, oh, straight. They start calling like, they be like, so I get up, I ride the bus. So they I walk with the ride first. I get up as soon as the first one. Get up. So I'm walking out ISS. I'm walking down, ISS in the trailer. So I'm walking down the hill. I see the school holders be walking away. But all I worry about is it's like when you young and you get in trouble, you don't give a damn about nothing else but what your mama
I was gonna say.
Oh God, they cuffed me up, took me to, they tried to do some fake scared straight shit. They took me to the big jail, DeKalb County. I don't know how they do it now, but back in the day, they used to do it. Not like put you in the big jail, but they
That is what.
Now, big ass door. What you gonna bust through the door and do something to me?
So now they ban you. You cannot go to school in DeKalb County, right?
No, that. I got on probation for that.
You got on probation for that. Okay.
Right. Next year. No, this is 8th grade. I'm doing good. I'm still on probation. Football, whatever. So I'm at the back of the bus with all the kids here. Okay. On the way to school. There was this song when he was young called T-Bag Down. And these niggas in the back, they started banging on the window. T-Bag down. T-Bag down. Banging on the window. So people started throwing shit because we had a substitute bus driver.
Oh man,
They started throwing paper at the bus driver. I'm just back there. I ain't really doing shit because I'm on probation, so I'm chilling. But I'm laughing and shit.
Right.
I think I was singing the song a little bit. Man, they come get us. They treat us like we got now. Did some serious shit. They come get everybody. Everybody who was in the back of the bus, they got us in the library. They had it was some girls who was telling me about what happened. They got down. I think some of the boys was like grabbing the girls type shit. Right. Bringing the girls back there and shit. Girls was sitting on people's laps and bad shit. So they had some girls who started telling me. Right. Like they got in trouble. Like, if you didn't tell who was doing it, you didn't tell your parents that you been doing fast. I just remember we had like they used to do shit like a hit in the library. They got girls lined up. Yup, they said him. They put my face. I ain't even did shit like yup, him. So when that happened, by me being on probation already, that's when they took my
So they lied on you.
Hell yeah, they lied on me.
You said you had no involvement.
Never been back there. Once they started doing all that extra,
You should have got with the front.
got up and went to the front.
Right.
So they didn't really lie. I was back there.
Right.
I just wasn't doing all the shit that they was doing.
Right.
I was in the mix.
Did you have to go to juvenile detention for that?
That was just like some food shit. They like me.
Right.
Real long ass.
So they informed your mom. That's when they kicked you out of DeKalb County, right? So they tell your mom. What'd your mom say?
Make the all-electric Cadillac Lyriq all yours. A stylish SUV that takes luxury beyond thrilling all the way to electric. Experience yours today at Cadillac.com/Lyriq.
I think that's the first time I really was like, Cause yeah, I got grounded. Cause matter of fact, on God. So boom. Mama, she ain't with me. By then I'm right. I get home. She like, At this time, so I didn't have to babysit. But my little sister old enough to watch it.
Sports games again.
So,
Free drinks on
there was this little boy in the neighborhood. I don't know if he was like younger than me. So I'm outside. We at the park. Park like right behind the house. Car. I'm supposed to be outside.
No. Have you ever driven a car before?
Yeah, my mama did.
Minivan.
Yeah, oh God. so I'm like, oh shit, it's a real key. So I jump out. I walk out, I walk back to the park. So you know how when you're young, you doing something bad, you always need somebody with you. Yeah. Like you ain't gonna do it by yourself. I forgot who it was. It was somebody. Oh, it was my partner. I forget his name. Terry. He was 4 though. He was one child. Right. They were in the town. I used to be like jealous of him, but I used to like fuck him too. He would have all the games, unlimited snacks. So I went and got Terry. I got a hot bar. That's what I call it.
Right.
Driving around the neighborhood, like swerving, like doing, not burning out, but like drifting.
Right.
So park the car and jump out and go back to the park and make sure like 30 minutes. So goddamn, now I feel like I done mastered the car. So now I'm trying to do extra shit. Get in the car, reverse, the car is parked directly in front of the people. So when you pulling out, we like trying to use it. Smash off. So I put the car in reverse. I back out the car. So, but he's working the gear. Right. I'm just,
you just riding.
Yeah. Like this nigga put the car in drive. It's still a real got in reverse. I just smashed on the gas. Boom! Boom! Hit a tree. Man, I'm like, shit. I hurry up and park the car. Get out the car, we take off running in the back, because I ain't want to run this way, because my building right here.
Right.
So we run behind this building. Back my building, change my clothes. They had a white. My bitch ass little cousin told his mom it was me.
Oh man.
So the police don't know, but my mom. Right. So now got he been told, but I think I got to call my mom because I think she was like she punched me by something. I remember I got in big trouble for that. I just remember that being like a couple days after the school bus incident, because that was like fresh. I really want to be outside.
Right, you supposed to be inside.
Yeah.
You not only on the outside, you doing some
that's how I got to go outside. And I told my mama I was taking my little brother to the park.
Okay.
So my little brother was at the park with my little sister.
Right.
That's how I got outside.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So you were supposed to be outside, you just weren't supposed to be doing the hood shit.
Right.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. And your brother Randy died you out.
My little cousin.
Your cousin did.
Yeah. He told his mama that it was me, and his mama told my mama.
But did the police ever find out it was you?
No.
Well, you straight here. Statute of limitations up.
Oh, God.
Sports. Do you play sports?
I played football.
You tried.
But really, I had to for probation. They was like, you got to do extracurricular activities possible. Again, I played in the season because at the end of the season, my mama didn't have enough money to pay the dues.
What position? Okay. And you still think you think you did pretty good?
Yeah, because I ended up being taller as I got older.
Right.
So, but I stopped going to school.
You might have been an NFL player.
Okay. But I don't think the average, how much money do the average NFL player make? Do they make more than a rapper?
No.
Yeah.
It all depends. I mean,
I think I went the right route.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you play quarterback. Now, quarterback, they make some bread.
Yeah.
They make 40, 50 mil a year.
Yeah.
But you doing better than that, too, so you did the right thing.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, you don't got to take no hits.
Yeah, nah. Y'all be bruised up.
Yeah.
Ain't no nigga finna be pushing me to the ground and all that.
So the ninth grade, that's the farthest you went in school, right?
Yeah.
You dropped out.
So I got kicked out 8th grade.
Oh, you got kicked out of 8th grade?
For the second semester of 8th grade.
What'd you do to get kicked out?
The bus shit.
Oh, so yeah, but I thought you could go, if you went to another county outside of DeKalb, you were straight.
That's what we thought. So we moved up the street to Gwinnett County, and I had to go to alternative school.
Right.
In Gwinnett County.
Right.
And they make you wear that shit was just different, bro. Cause when I went to alternative school in DeKalb County, it's black kids, it's still like regular.
Right.
I got out there, it was just nothing but Mexicans. But it was some black people too, but this when I first learned about gangs and shit.
Okay.
Type shit. So I went there for a semester. Then I went to South Gwinnett High School for probably a semester.
Okay.
Then they was trying to kick me out because I was smelling like weed in school, falling asleep in class. But this is about around the time when I'm telling you I ain't really feel like shit was gonna get me nowhere because I'm an immigrant.
Right.
So I just stopped caring.
Right.
So my mama just withdrew me, type shit. And she started trying to homeschool me and shit. And that shit, I don't know, it just eventually I don't know what the hell happened, but it just stopped.
You just kind of realized, man, school ain't for me.
Yeah, oh God.
Right.
Yeah.
And so once you realize school ain't for me, what are you gonna do? You got to do something.
Shit, hustle. Shit, that's all I could do for real.
Did you ever get your GED?
No, I'm finna get it though.
So when your mom takes you out of school.
I got my GED. No, I don't think I do.
Your mom takes you out of school. She's gonna try to homeschool you. You like, F it, this ain't for me. What do you tell your mom? Mom, school ain't for me. Hey, I'm not going. This homeschooling ain't working. I'm gonna get on this grind. Or did you just I just gotta do what I gotta do?
Honestly, my mama always just knew, cause I used to be getting in trouble for having cars lined up outside the house and shit. So
cars lined up outside the house?
Yeah, type.
You a general manager of a car dealership or something? That's the only way that's supposed to happen?
People outside waiting in the car and shit.
Okay, yeah.
So I feel like she had an idea, but I think I was just too grown. Even though I was young, I was just grown. I can't explain it. It was
you was much older than your age.
Yeah, you can't tell me nothing because I already be gone for goddamn 2-3 weeks at a time type shit. So it's if you tell me something, I'm gonna just get the hell on.
Right.
And go do it somewhere else.
So when did the affiliation with the gangs, when did that come about?
I don't know. I feel like when you from the hood, they just automatically affiliate you with a gang.
Right.
Just growing up in the area.
Did you feel
I ain't never been initiated into no gang and no shit. Yeah.
So that's you're not a part of a gang. People just assume because you were doing devious, stuff.
Right.
Stealing the cars and whatever else was going on, they just automatically assume you were part of the gang.
Right. Just from being from a certain side of town.
Right. Yeah. So, did they say anything? Did your mom them say anything to you bro, what you gonna do with your life?
I think my mama used to beg my daddy to step up type shit. More than to me. Cause I feel like she probably felt like shit, what else can you do for her?
Right.
Type shit. And it wasn't like I was just stupid. Like, I kinda knew what I was doing. Type shit. So I think she more used to like say that shit to my daddy, like, come like get him or come be with him. But then again, it's like, she probably was saying that, but I wouldn't have went for that.
Yeah, I was about to say, even if he had come to the States and tried to take you back, were you gonna go?
Younger, yeah, I probably would have, like 16, 17.
Right.
But by the time I was 20.
Well, you grown ass man now. I mean, he can't get you to go nowhere.
Right, I had my son though.
Right.
So that wasn't the option no more.
Right.
Type shit. I had my son the same year I got shot. So that was 2013.
Right.
I was 20.
So you was 20.
Yeah.
Take us back to that day. Do you remember anything about that day? The day you got shot and your friend got killed. Do you remember anything about that day? Was it a normal day? Did you wake up like, this is a Tuesday, this is a Wednesday, I'm gonna start my day, I'm just gonna carry on? What was it about that day? Did anything feel different?
Yeah, it ain't really feel different, but when I look, you know how in the moment, it don't feel different.
Right.
But you look back on it, and it's like, damn, because that day was my birthday.
Okay.
So,
you was turning 21, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was my birthday, his mama's birthday, and his nephew's birthday. Okay. So I was trying to like book a hotel room so we could have like a kickback and shit.
Okay.
Like for that weekend. He called me because I had like a couple cars and shit. Like, but they were not stolen cars, like cars I paid for.
Okay.
And one of my cars, I had speakers in the trunk. Like, you know how people put speakers in the trunk. And one of his speakers went out in one of his cars. So he needed one of mine. He was like, I'll give you one of mine. Whenever I go buy a new one, I don't feel like going up there now. So, and he was like, I want to see Kamari too, my son.
Right.
So I wasn't at the house. I was with my other partner. He ended up getting killed too. His name was One. I was with him. He was like riding with me and shit. He was trying to he was gonna get the hotel room in his name because I ain't got no ID, I ain't got no license. So I needed somebody to get the room in their name. So I was riding with him and shit. And Johnny is my friend who was with me that got killed. Okay. He had went to my mama's house because me and my mama, last baby daddy, like my little sister's daddy, we had all went in, like we was paying rent on the house.
Okay.
They was paying more than me, but I was probably paying like $500. They was probably paying like $600 or some shit. And, so we was all staying together. And, I told you like my mama and her other baby daddy broke up.
Right. Fleshy mouths.
And she finally was back together in the house. So Johnny had went to my mama's house and he had went to see his mama, went to see my son, and he had got to speak out in the car and shit. Okay. But I remember like that whole day. Now that you say it, like I remember that whole day I kept telling myself like, I gotta pull up on Johnny, I gotta pull up on Johnny. Because he wanted something that I had and I wanted something that he had.
Right.
So, after he seen my son and shit, and that was his first time just going to see my son on his own. Like he never did that before.
Right.
Type shit. So after he went to go see my little boy and shit, I had pulled up at his house and he was like, ride with me somewhere else because I gotta handle some shit. He was like, I don't feel like going in my car though, let's just ride in your car. Because I was in one of my little pluck, like a hoopty type shit. Like a low-key car. So goddamn, the shit's so crazy because like, when we was in the car, on the way to wherever he was trying to go to, his grandma called. And his grandma was on the exact same street, but where we was going was to the left, and where his grandma was at was to the right, but on the same street.
Okay.
And she called like right before we turned on the street. Like we was at the light waiting to go left, type shit. So when I used to think back on it, I used to be like, damn, like, you know how they be like in life, you got a choice, like which way you can go type shit. Now you be like, damn, if he would've went right, he would've still been alive type shit. So we ended up making a left or whatever. We ended up pulling up or whatever. Nigga just jumped in the back seat and just like geared up type shit. And that's when the shit started happening.
Do you think it was a setup? Because I mean, you say this is a bucket. This is the car that, you know, low key, don't nobody really know. Do people know you had this car?
Not people who knew me, because I was always like super low key.
Right.
I had a flashy car too.
Right.
But nah, didn't nobody know about this car for real. I be thinking back on like a lot of shit. Cause even like after that shit, I used to be like, damn, I done did like a lot of shit to a lot of people. I used to be like, this shit could've came from anywhere type.
Right.
That did cross my mind. I don't really know.
Did you feel you let your guard down to allow somebody to get the jump on you like that?
I was on point. I think that's how I made it type shit. Like I was already looking back type shit.
Did you know the guy?
I ain't know.
So he says, give it up. Whatever you had on you, like, okay, bro, hey, whatever I got here, take. You didn't have it. You said, I ain't got none, bro.
I had some.
But you told him you didn't have anything.
No, I had something else for him.
Oh, you had, yeah.
Not what he wanted.
You're right, right. Okay.
Yeah. Type shit. But he had something for me too.
Right.
Shit.
So he got the jump on you.
Kinda. Not really though, cause they was really scared for real.
It was one or two?
It was two of them.
It was two of them, okay.
One of them jumped in the back seat.
Okay.
One of them was standing up outside.
Okay.
Type shit. So the one who was standing outside the car, he shot me out there. Right here.
Okay.
Cause I'm pointing like this. So he like, oh, nigga. Type shit.
Okay.
Then he take off running. So now it's just me standing in the back seat.
Okay.
But my brother, he, like I remember screaming to him type shit, cause me and Buddy started going back and forth. Like his arm was like over the seat and my arm was like over the seat.
Okay.
So I remember like, but I was shot. So I remember saying like, Johnny, shoot him. Type shit. And me and Buddy was just going back and forth. And then he started, Buddy in the back seat started screaming.
So you hit him?
Yeah. But I was hit up too.
Right.
So I remember like, I'm in jam type shit. So I had cocked the back again. Put my arm over the seat. He put his gun on my arm. Shot me. So my gun fell out my hand. And I remember just finding over my gun. And then it went out. I shot like this. Ugly ass. So I remember like trying to unlock the phone, call 911. Like my blood kept drying up the screen type shit. So I got out the car. But first, that's how I knew Johnny was dead type shit. Cause like after Buddy got out the car and ran, I remember I told Johnny like, pull off, bro, pull off.
Double points.
Car wasn't moving, but his foot was on the gas, but it was in park.
Right.
So the engine was just like
revved up.
And it was like some movie shit. The windshield wipers was like but it wasn't raining. You know, the door, like when you got the door open, the alarm that told you to close the door. Type shit. So I jumped in the car, knocked on somebody's door. And we come to the door. So I went back to the car. I unlocked my phone. I finally like, I didn't even unlock it. Back then it was like slide for emergency call.
Right.
So I ended up sliding. I'm shot.
I'm shot.
What street? Man, what the fuck you mean, what street? I don't know the street. I'm just shot.
Right.
Type shit. So they like, I remember telling them like, my brother dead type shit. I remember laying there, and I guess the nigga who was driving them niggas, he came looking for the nigga who was in the back seat. I guess he couldn't find him. Past me on the phone because I thought they was finna ride back past to handle the business.
Right.
So I scooped back type shit. Police pulled up. I don't even think I told her. I think I just put the phone like down type shit and just did like that. Then the police pull up. So I get out the car because I'm a victim. I'm like, man. This nigga talking about put your hands up. He put your hands up. Let me see your hands. I'm like, bro, I can only put this arm up. Cause remember I told you he shot me in this arm. So I put the arm up. I'm like, I'm shot in this arm. I'm shot in this arm. He like, sit on the curb and put both of your hands behind your back. I'm like, man, I'm shot in this arm. I can't put it behind my back. He like, put it behind your back. So I think I just like mean this shit like that type shit. Then I sat right there for a minute, then the ambulance pulled up. And when the ambulance got there, I remember the lady, it was a white lady. I wanted to see her like, so I wonder like how she doing type shit. But she was in the back of the ambulance, so they put me on the stretcher and shit. They cut my clothes open, put me on the stretcher, so she put me in the back. And she was like, let's hurry up and get him to the hospital before the sergeant get here and he bleed to death type shit. Cause I guess like when you in critical condition or some shit, like, well, I don't even think I was in critical condition. I think I was just bleeding a lot.
Right.
I guess like they objective is for the detective to hurry up and ask you questions just in case.
Right.
Type shit. So she was like, hurry up, they put me in the ambulance and we just went to the hospital.
How many times did you get hit?
6. And then.
No vital organs though?
No vital organs.
So what do you think happened to you? He got friendly fire? Yeah, the one that was in the car with you.
No, I think he blew in the backseat. Shot him in the head.
Oh, okay.
Like when it first happened.
Right.
Because he had his gun on him too.
Right.
But he never shot.
Right. So that's why when you're saying Johnny shoot him, he couldn't because he had already got hit.
Yeah, I think he got hit like off the rip.
Right. So what happened to the guy that was in the back that ended up collapsing? Did he live?
Yeah, he lived.
Okay.
He was paralyzed.
Right.
I don't know about now. But that's what I heard. You know how you hear shit in the street, but you don't know.
Right.
He lived. From what I
The guy, did they ever find the guy that shot you that was outside the car?
Yeah, they I don't know about it. I know they found 2 people, but I didn't know what they looked like.
Right.
So I couldn't tell like the police shit.
Oh yeah, Mr. Crab.
So I think they got charged and then they got thrown out.
You think about that? Do you think about that day? What could have been? What could you have done different?
Yeah. But I ain't even want to really ride with him that day, cause I was really just trying to chill. It was my birthday.
Right.
We had some shit, like some drinking shit, some liquor and shit. We was finna get drunk. So I was really just going over there to kick it with him.
Right.
Type shit. So yeah, I be thinking about that. But the main thing I think about is like I heard his grandma on the phone telling him like, I'm ready. Cause he pick her up from work every day.
Right.
And I just used to think like, damn, I wish he would have just went and got his grandma instead type shit.
Because he wouldn't have got his grandma, you wouldn't have been in the car, you wouldn't have been there, he wouldn't have been there, and that day would have never happened.
Facts. Yeah. Oh God.
You've seen a lot of tragedy. Your uncle ended up getting killed.
That wasn't my real uncle.
Right.
But remember I told you like how we like made
like a family
over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got killed when I was in 3rd grade. I remember I think I was asleep, but I was so bad I probably was up. But I remember it was a school night, and I remember just hearing like boom, 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 boom. And I remember jumping up. And looking at my window, and then my mama came in the room and just started hugging me, type shit. Started holding me. But I was so young. I think I knew it was gunshots, but some was telling me it was firecrackers.
Right.
So I go back to sleep, and I remember getting up the next, like a couple hours later, like that was probably like 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get up probably like 7 for school.
Right.
And I remember like my mama was ironing my outfit for school and shit, and the news was on. And they was like, I think it was 5 of them that got killed that night.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 or 5. It might have been 6. It was like the dudes came, they killed Big Boy, which was like my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
They killed Swiss Shot and like another one of their partners and like 2 maintenance men. And then I remember like my mama telling me, or it was either my mama or my stepdad, it was like, yeah, they killed Big Boy, type shit. But then when I got older, you know how you replay shit back in your head? I was like, he robbed the wrong person. Cause I remember like all that week, he had went and bought one of them new Tahoes, the Z72 trucks.
What? The Z71?
Yeah, the two-door Tahoe.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's the high end.
Yeah, he had bought one of them. He had, I remember walking down there, cause like when I was young, they used to like give me like little dollars and shit. And I used to like rap, like do little like 3 bars and some shit. And they'll give me some dollars. So I remember one time, like that week, I went down there. And they was like all outside by the Z71, like they was on the truck, chilling on the truck, smoking and shit. I remember I seen like a big ass bag of weed, probably like 5 pounds or some shit.
Wow.
Just bags of weed on the like hood of the car. And I remember one of them, his name was Kevin. He used to have a box Chevy on 23s with the Jordan logo on it. I remember him like, man, put that shit up, bro. What the hell wrong with y'all? Put that shit up. But I remember like, I ain't never seen them have that much weed. I done seen them smoke weed 1,000,000 times. I ain't never had that much weed. So I feel like that's what happened, but I don't know.
Right.
But I feel like that's what happened though.
Hit somebody's stash house. Huh?
Yeah, the wrong nigga, and they came back. Cause they chased him. He was in, like, it was some more apartments connected to my apartments, and it was a cut. He got shot in the next apartments.
So he was running, he saw him coming.
In the head once, but he still was alive. And he ran all the way from them apartments, ran like through the cut, cause the cut is like right next to my building. He came through the cut and ran all the way down there to the end, like, well, our street, it was a dead end on our street. And he ran all the way to like, well, my cousin Rakim stayed there. And he ended up dying, like collapsing on their front step type shit.
Right. But your 21st birthday, that wasn't the first time you had gotten shot, was it? Was that the first time you got shot?
No, that was the second time. The first time was like on some like bullshit though. It was just like a graze for real. It wasn't just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even go to the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it an accident or was someone intentionally trying to?
I think it was an accident.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuel your fitness with the best protein in the game at GNC.
21st birthday, you lose your partner, you almost lose your life. You've gotten grades before. Your uncle, who's not your biological uncle, but he was raised up with you, so you was considered him an uncle. At what point in time, Savage, do you say, enough of this?
I think like after I got shot.
Cause you got a kid, you got to think of now. You got another life to be responsible for. It ain't just you now.
For sure. I remember thinking about that too, like while I was sitting there. I was like, I remember I just kept mumbling like, I can't go out like this, can't go out like this, can't go out like this type shit. And I was just thinking about my little boy type shit.
Did you ever lose consciousness?
Not from what I remember.
Right. You've lost siblings.
Yeah.
You mentioned that I think it's your father had a son that ended up getting stabbed to death, correct?
Yeah, in London, in my grandma's neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just shot my last video.
How does one that have experienced death so much, how does one cope with it? It's one thing to know someone's gonna die of old age. We got grandparents, or we have someone over there with a terminal illness. Okay, that's one thing. But to see someone lose their life so young, to see a parent bury a child when no parent should have to bury a child. It's supposed to be the other way, the child burying the parent. How does one begin to cope or wrap their minds around death in that capacity?
Cause I done had times like where I cry sometimes type shit when I'm by myself and shit, but
Double points!
I don't know, I think you just gotta be built for this shit. Like, you gotta just be built for it. Like, you learn how to, like, just like move forward in life and just accept certain shit. It's like, still hurt though.
Right.
I don't know.
I read what you said after your brother's death, I took my anger out on you. I wish I could take that piece back.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like growing up, like we ain't really taught like that either, because I used to be like kind of I used to feel like my little brother was the son that he wanted, and I was the son that he didn't want, type shit. When me and my daddy relationship faded, it's like me and my relationship with like that whole side of the family faded type shit. But like right before he died, we had just started back talking.
Okay.
So it was like me saying that was like, damn, I regretted all the years that we wasn't talking. I felt like spoiled by my, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you was his favorite type shit. Like he ain't really fuck with me. Right. He wasn't there for me. Like, he was there for me. Like I remember one time, like, Daddy had came to visit. This the only time he ever came to visit. He had my mama told him like, no, my mama baby, my stepdaddy told my mama like, they ain't gotta spend no money on no hotel right in here. They can come stay with us. Yeah.
Y'all barely had enough room for you guys.
West Indians just like that.
Yeah, right, okay.
We'll cram in this bitch. Like, God. We gonna cram in this motherfucker, so they came and stayed with us and shit, and he had brought my little brother with me. And I remember one day he had took the van, he had took us to city trains and shit. He only bought my little brother shit. He ain't buy me shit though, type shit. I remember I think my mama and my stepdaddy got arguing about that because it took too long with the car.
Right.
And my stepdaddy had to go to work, type shit. I remember just being like, I remember like being in the store and like I was like picking out shit and he wasn't grabbing my shit that I was picking out. Like, he was grabbing my little brother shit, type shit. And I remember like being jealous, like being hurt. I ain't never say shit. Cause I was too young, so it was kind of like, you know, when you're young and you feel some type of way about something that you can't say nothing. Right. So it was just like, you just eat. Right. So I remember we got home, I remember them arguing and shit. I remember my stepdaddy telling my daddy, like, this ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. You good. Like, don't worry about nothing. You didn't do nothing wrong. She was supposed to tell y'all what time I had to go to work, type shit. And goddamn, I remember my daddy go home. We at home now. Well, we walk in the house, because I think my stepdaddy told my daddy that while we was like in the parking lot. So we walk in the parking lot, we go in the house. I remember my daddy and my mama talking. And I remember my daddy called me in the morning.
What?
Type shit. And I remember being like hurt by that too, type shit. Man, he left, type shit. And I remember that's when I first started like being like, man, fuck this nigga. Like, that was my first feeling of like, and my brother.
Right.
That's when I first started being jealous of my brother. Cause I was like, you ain't seen me in years. You done brought my brother out here and bought him all type shit. You ain't bought me nothing.
Right.
Type shit. So I think that's where that like jealousy like came from, type shit. But I wish I never did that.
You're a child.
With my brother. But I think I couldn't control.
No, you're a child. That's like anything. I mean, if you got two kids and you buy one constantly, the other child will become resentful of the child that you buy everything for. And the child that you don't get anything, he'll resent both the child and the parent.
Yeah.
So it's a natural reaction, Savage. I mean, that was not something that you could consciously like, you know what, it's okay, you know, blah, blah. That's not how a child minds function.
Yeah.
But it explains why you have the resentment towards your father and you ended up growing, even though it wasn't your brother's fault, but still he was getting gifts and things that you weren't.
Yeah.
And so you resented him for getting things that you couldn't get. And you resented the father for giving it to him. And the opportunity, and that, you know, you hear people say all the time, Savage, that, you know, make sure you tell someone that you love them. You don't know when it's going to be the last time, or you might not get an opportunity. And here you sit back and like, man,
yeah,
the feelings that I had towards him, what I would give to tell him I love you and I appreciate you, and bro.
Oh God, yeah.
The type of father that you are, I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you want to be everything that your father wasn't.
Facts.
To your son, that your father wasn't to you.
Facts. Yeah. But I kind of understand, like, with my daddy, like, I don't, like, I had forgave him for all that shit when I was a child. It was more so, like, the reason why we not talking now is because, like, shit that he did, like, as an adult, that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Right.
But, like, I kind of understand, like, your child in a whole nother country. Like, you ain't rich. Right. But it was just, like...
Time doesn't cost anything, though.
Right. But it was, like, other little things. You see what I'm saying? So it was kind of like... But now, like, with my kids, I be feeling like I don't be doing all the way my job because of my job.
Right.
Type shit. So I be trying to like balance that out, like trying to like, it's like you work to receive, to gain all this success and all the good shit, but it's like, I feel like the best parents, in my opinion, is parents that don't got it all. I feel like broke parents are better than rich parents, in my opinion, because when you broke, you got way more time type shit.
Right.
So you there for like a lot of the shit. Like, yeah, gifts and shit matter, but they don't matter at the same time.
Sometimes all the kid needs is time.
Facts.
Your time.
Facts.
Something that a gift can't replace.
Facts.
We see Yo Gotti lost his brother.
Yeah.
Was at a funeral and his brother ended up losing his life. Savage, how do we stop that cycle? Because I heard Rick Ross call and say, bro, let's put the guns down. Let's put the masks down. Let's come together.
Yeah.
Let's build these communities. Let's get this paper together. Let's stop this senseless violence. How?
I don't know. I don't think that shit ever would stop. It's just my opinion. Like, people been killing forever.
Mm-hmm.
That shit just life.
But what are they actually killing for?
Nothing. But you can't, there's nothing that you can kill somebody for that validates killing.
You're fighting over territory that doesn't belong to you. That block doesn't belong to you. That belongs to the man.
Yeah. But I don't feel like people really fight over blocks no more. Like, I think it'd be like shit that people do to each other.
Right.
Because it's like you could look at it from 2 points of view. Because when I was younger, I used to look at it from my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm older, it's like I look at it from like an older point of view.
Right.
But when I was younger, it was like, if somebody killed your brother, like, what can stop you from wanting to kill their brother?
You're seeking revenge.
Like, what can stop you from wanting to do that? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, then I'd be like, damn, what give like people the right to say when you can kill? Because it's people who, damn, they got a license to kill. Who can go, they can go kill somebody legally. What's the difference? Like, what makes their reason more valid than this young boy who just lost his brother?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't feel like killing will ever stop. Probably the amount and the how it's happening and shit can slow down.
Right.
But I feel like as long as you got life, you got killing.
When did you decide that rap was going to be your way out and you was going to put that behind you? How old were you when you said, you know what? I can do this. I mean, I think 50 was a guy that was in the game, ended up getting shot 9 times, turned his life around. I don't know if 50 is a role model of yours. I think I read somewhere where you said 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah, I liked their music growing up, but I ain't really know much about 3 6 Mafia. Like, I knew about Project Pat, like his story. But I ain't really know about 3 6 Mafia, like, as a whole story.
Right.
50 Cent was 1,000%, like, I looked it up to him growing up too. For sure. Like, because he told his story more than, like, a lot of other artists. He had a movie and all this type of shit. So I knew his story a little more. Like, I was inspired by his story and shit.
So when did you decide that says, I'm going to give this rap thing a try?
Like, after I got shot? Yeah. That's when I really just started, like, trying to, like, rap for real.
Right.
I had made songs playing around and shit with friends, but that's when I started, like, really, like, putting my money into it and shit like that.
Right. Okay, you meet Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
And so so how did you meet him and how did you guys become such good friends?
I met Metro Boomin through Key. It's an Atlanta rapper named Key.
Mm-hmm.
And I met Key through Man. He a rapper from Atlanta too.
Right.
And Key used to bring me around Sunny Digital.
Nobody has real names, huh? Everybody got Man and Key and Slim, Skinny,
Oh God.
Pope.
Oh God, Shay Shay.
True, touche.
Right. Goddamn. Key used to bring me around Sunny, and Sunny was the man.
Okay.
And then everybody used to be at Sunny house.
Right.
And then that's how I met Metro.
So you Metro up, he gave you, so did he know you rapped at the time?
I don't think so. He ain't know me.
Right.
But I just walked up on him like, man, I'm savage, bro. I need some beats. I'm finna start rapping. And he fucked around and sent me a couple beats. And I did like a couple songs on him and he fucked with him. And then we just grew a relationship.
And it took off from there.
Yeah.
Did you think or did you know?
But really Sunny, my songs with Sunny blew up before my songs with Metro.
Okay.
Type shit. Okay. So it was really me and Sunny was locked in. Like, Metro was giving me beats too, but I was doing like projects with Sunny and shit. Sunny was like showing me how to record.
Okay.
Like, let me use his house to record and all type of shit. And then me and Metro grew our relationship while all that was going on type shit. Yeah.
did you think you could become this?
Cause I remember I used to like, when I had caught my first little song, I remember I used to be sitting at Sunny House like, man, when the hell you supposed to start hitting showman, bro? Type shit. And he used to be like, bro, don't worry, bro, it's gonna come, bro. Trust me, bro, like it's gonna come. Type shit. I didn't think it'd be like this. Nah, hell no. Cause back then it was like, people was blowing up, but I don't know if people was blowing up that big.
Right.
I feel like all the people who big right now, like we all got there around the same time. Type shit. Right. Future back then who was big like that.
Future says if Young Metro don't trust you, I mean, but you look at your guy, I mean, what is it about Atlanta? You, Future, Tip, Luda, I mean, East Side, if you in the rap game,
I think
Lil Baby.
Yeah. I think Atlanta's just like a player city, like player, like we just, I don't know, we just know how to talk, we know how to walk, talk to them.
Right. I had T.I. on the podcast. T.I. said you asked him for $1 million, and he said no, because he said that I would have to take more from
you. He was still trying to sign me though. T.I. just
He gonna try to.
But I did. He sent me an offer.
Yeah.
And my counter offer was I want $1 million.
Right.
And he was like, shit, I'm gonna have to take so much from you in return.
Right.
That it ain't even gonna be worth $1 million in the future type shit.
So he actually saved you from yourself.
Yeah, I look up to T.I. Cause T.I. one of them niggas, he rich as a motherfucker, but he tight as hell. That's how you keep that money though.
Right.
He's smart with his money.
I had a platinum album before you signed your first deal. So now you're in a very favorable situation because I mean, it's not necessarily you got to do a bad deal because you already got a platinum album. It's not like a situation you're looking to get signed so you can release an album. You already got the album.
Was it platinum or was it gold? Gold. I had
platinum single.
Yeah, but I had a gold album.
Right.
Yeah.
But you straight.
Yeah, for sure.
So that kept you out of a bad deal.
Yeah. Cause it was like all type of street niggas I was supposed to sign to who had like little labels and shit.
Right.
But some just used to tell me like, man, hell no, I don't take no 30,000, don't take no 50,000.
Right.
You worth more than that.
Right. You end up doing a 70-30 split, right?
Yeah. Yeah. With Epic.
Right.
Yeah, that was my first deal. It was like 70-30, but like they had like a 10% distribution.
So what's your take on streaming? I hear Snoop Dogg say, man, look here, man, them streaming, you stream $1 billion and man, you ain't really making no money. What's your thoughts on streaming?
I think it all depends on how your deal structured. There's some money in streaming.
What's the money in streaming?
It's just about like how your deal structured and how much you stream.
Well, it seems to me
gotta be some money because my label be giving me some money.
Okay, I was about to say, because the way you talking like you got a structured deal that you can get to.
They gotta be making money because they giving me money.
Right.
So it's some money in that shit. Some real money in it.
Let me ask you about your catalog. Future sold his catalog, I think he sold it 65, 75 million. Is that something you'd be interested in at some point?
Yeah, probably right on around for sure. I only got a couple albums right now.
Right. But
it depends how much my hustle, how I apply my hustle.
Right.
But shit, I might fuck around and invest in something and become a billionaire and be able to pass my catalog down to my kids.
Right.
Not even have to sell my catalog.
Right. I'm looking at the XL freshman class. Lil Uzi Vert, Yachty, Kodak, Denzel, Curry, Jim Herbo, David East, Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak, Designer, and you. Well, y'all hit a lick that year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, y'all hit a lick.
Yeah, for sure. There was some stars on that cover.
Do you ever sit back and like, man, Considering what your story of how coming to Atlanta from London, or the East Side, your upbringing, there's a lot of things that could have happened that this didn't happen. Do you ever sit back and like, damn, man, this shit, Savage, all right?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. I still gotta keep going.
You still trying to grind?
Yeah. I really like appreciative though. I do sit back and just daydream sometimes. Like, damn, this shit could have went this way or this way, type shit.
Right. You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all your sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and the best price guaranteed. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. Game Time is the only ticket app to give you complete peace of mind with your purchase. See the view from your seat before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. All-in prices show you the total up front, so you know exactly you're getting a great deal before you check out. Buy tickets in 2 seconds, 2 taps. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code SHAY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an app, redeem the code SHAY for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Your new project, American Dream, is projected to have your #1 album. First album in 6 years. How much have you grown since your first album?
I think my sound has changed, like my beat selection, like just talking about deeper things and just like, I feel like I'm just growing up, like I'm a grown up now.
Right.
Shit, I was like a young nigga when I first came out. I was just saying anything.
Right. Samples on the album. How difficult was it to clear the samples for some of the music that you use?
Jan do that, man. She be handling it. She didn't really come back to me like nothing was too hard.
Right.
This time, but it do get hard sometimes.
It gets hard because they want to charge more than what you think it's worth, or they just don't want you to sample.
Some people just don't want you to sample. They credit for the album, but then when it's time for me to do like commercials, for the album in the first place, because now this song big
and you can't sing it.
I can't really do nothing.
Do it right.
Everything that I want to do with it.
So why would they let you do it for the album but not let you do it commercially?
I don't know.
Man. Do you ever look and see like, okay, American Dream's supposed to drop, and somebody else like, you know what? Like 3 other artists might be dropping that week. Would you ever move yours up or push yours back? Or you like, hey, may the best man win?
Keep it all the way real. If it's somebody too big, I'm gonna get up out their way.
Right.
But I'ma normally know that before I even drop. Like I'ma know, like, you know, all the labels have like a calendar of what be coming out for the most part.
Right.
So yeah, I get up out somebody's way. But people get up out my way too, though.
Right, they should.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this. Are you the best rapper in that 2016 class?
I feel like I am.
Right.
But I feel like everybody in that class should feel like they is too.
Right.
But hell yeah, I feel like I am for sure.
Dark Days song of the album. You say your gun won't love you back and the block won't hug you back.
What song?
Yeah.
I really was like in the booth, like talking like.
Okay.
Young man in that same situation type shit. Like I was just like telling them like, yeah, this shit might look cool, but in reality, like this the truth. Like this what it really is right here. Like this the real type shit. Talking to them that way, like, yeah, you can say you love that block, but they don't love you. It ain't gonna hug you back. You can stay like hug the block. That's like posting on the block all night. It ain't gonna hug you back. You can love your gun, but your gun ain't never gonna love you back.
Right.
You're gonna lose your friends. After your candlelight, ain't nobody gonna come check on your mama like that. They ain't gonna give her nothing.
Wow.
Like, you feel me? Like, that's just how shit go for real.
You told kids to stay in school, talked about seeing friends take their last breath. talked about crying at night and mamas crying. Talked about kids growing up without fathers. Said you even thought about suicide. Tell the story that don't want people to live. So what is it about that lifestyle that people find so, not people, but young men, especially a lot of young men of color, find so fascinating?
When you're young, you damn near get rewarded for dumb shit. Like when you're young. But it ain't like a real reward. It's like, you get more attention. I say that, like when we be growing up, like we gonna be getting a lot of attention type shit. Like man, our daddy ain't, you know, mama always busy type shit. So like when you do bad shit, remember I told you like you get a counselor.
Right.
That was like something cool. Like, you got a counselor like something like shit. So it's like you just build up and build up and build up type shit. And you just used to getting rewarded for dumb shit. Or not dumb shit, but like bad shit that you just carry on. And you just, before you know it, you a grown man and you just stuck in this shit type shit.
But you're one of the ones that made it. You got an opportunity to be a grown man. You got an opportunity to look back and say, look, made some mistakes. Don't make the mistakes that I made.
Yeah. Bless. A lot of people that didn't.
On this album, Young Thug recorded, pre-recorded. You still talk to Thug?
Yeah. Not like that though.
Right.
We don't talk.
The 21 American Dream. You got a story, a movie coming out.
Nah, that was a parody.
Oh, okay. Do you think your story is good enough to be a movie or a documentary? You got a very interesting story, Savage.
Do you think so?
I do. Because it's the American dream. I mean, think about how many people, you hear about this all the time. People migrating to America and you're an American success story. Not a whole lot of money, very tough upbringing, single parent, you had love, and you could have gone down this path, and you went down this path for a period of time. But somehow you come back down the straight and narrow, and here we are. American love success stories. Why not?
Yeah, I feel like it could be. One day. They'll hate on it now though.
Why they go hate on it?
Cause they gonna be like, what the fuck 21 Savage is a story for a movie about him.
Right.
What he did.
Right.
Nah, they
You know what they hate on? Your relationship with Drake. Why people got beef with Drake? What Drake do to anybody?
I don't know.
So, cause you know you gonna get blowback. If you cool with Drake, they hate on him, they gonna hate on you too.
Yeah, I don't know. I fuck with Drake though. Drake is what?
Yeah, you sure? I mean, what's not to like about the band? I mean, hell, everything you touch turned to platinum. Damn, gold, platinum. Do you think people are envious of your relationship? Because obviously, it's not like I wouldn't say that he doesn't mess with a whole lot of people, but he seems to have you and he seem to have a very special relationship. And sometimes people get envious of that. They want what you have.
What you feel like a man is if he's jealous of how cool two other men are? What you think? What you would look at like that? Like if somebody said, I don't like how Steve Nate like how that'll make you feel? What you would look at that like?
That's some hating ass, you know what?
Right.
Because it is, but what you have to understand, and I'm learning this, Savage, is that as you rise, the applause are gonna come, but so is the hate and the criticism. So if you're not willing to accept the applause and the adulation that comes along with the rise, you might as well get off because the hate and the criticism coming.
Yeah.
And that's a part of it. And you just have to accept that. And that can't, the hate and the criticism, it can't drown out the applause and the adulation.
Right. What adulation mean?
Applause, the praise, the Grammys, man, Savage, you hear Savage album? Man, F Savage, man, I don't F with that dude like that, man. He ain't like that.
Yeah.
You know that's coming.
Yeah.
But see, everybody, see, as long as you like here and everybody's here with you, we cool, Savage. But now, hold on now. Don't you go here. Because if I can't go here with you, I'm going to start hating on you.
Yeah.
Now, if you get here, now I got to say some stuff that might not even be true.
Right.
Because I don't want people to like you more than they like me.
I ain't never been like that, though.
I know you not, but there are a lot of people that are.
Yeah. I wonder why, though. Like, what make you be like that? Like, I always look at it like, shit. That's just like me hating on Drake.
Yeah. I'm trying to get there.
Right. I look at it like inspiration. Like, shit, I'm working.
That's how I look at it. I look at anybody that's done something. Well, it's been done once. Hell, it can be done again.
Right.
So if Drake there, hell, why can't I get there?
Right.
See, that's how I looked at it when I saw Stephen A. and I see guys that Charles Barkley and things like that. I was like, I'm not hating on them. I was like, I can do that. Let me get on my grind.
Yeah.
But that's not how we are.